Welcome to Spyder Auto's step bar installation guide for the Toyota FJ Cruiser. Before we get started, you'll need the following: a 12 and 16mm socket and ratchet. Here we have the parts list for your step bar kit. Take a look as we zoom out here. We've laid out everything that comes in your step bar kit. You should have everything pictured here. The brackets are positioned approximately where they'll go. Here we've laid out the step bar brackets in relation to where they'll mount. There are 3 brackets per side. We'll start here. We'll need to remove these 2 12mm bolts. These are the first of 6. Here's the second 2. And now down here are the last 2 of the 6 12mm bolts you'll need to remove. Follow along as we remove them. Here's the first set. Now the second. And now the last 2 of the 6 12mm bolts we had to remove in order to mount the brackets. Hang on to the bolts as we'll need them again. Now we'll mount the first bracket. Grab 2 of the 12mm bolts and reinstall them back into the holes they came out of to mount the bracket. Install them only about finger tight, leaving some slack to allow adjustment in the brackets later. Now we'll mount the middle bracket. Once again, grab 2 of those 12mm bolts we removed earlier and reinstall them back into the holes they were removed from. Use these to mount the middle bracket. Again, you only want to thread these to about finger tight for now to leave room for adjustment in the brackets for later. Now we'll move on to the third bracket. As before, we're securing the bracket with 2 of the 12mm bolts that we removed earlier. It almost goes without saying, but these 2 should also be left finger tight. There we go. With all 6 of those 12mm bolts threaded back into place, our brackets are mounted. Now we move back out from underneath the car. Now go ahead and grab one of your step bars and we'll verify whether or not you have the correct one. Verify which step bar you have by making sure that the holes in both the bar and the brackets line up. As you can see, our holes line up, so we must have the right bar. Now locate 2 of the 16mm bolts, add a lock ring, and then a washer on top of the lock ring, then install one of the 16mm bolts into the threaded holes in the step bar. We'll repeat the process on the second bolt, thread it into the next hole as well. Like we did when mounting the brackets, we're leaving these finger tight, for now anyway. We're going to skip the middle for now and thread the end. As we did with the front, grab 2 of the 16mm bolts, again with a lock ring and then a washer, and install them about finger tight into the threaded holes on the step bar. And there's the second bolt into that bracket. Get that threaded in there real. Now we'll move down and repeat the process for the middle bracket. Again, grab one of the 16mm bolts, add a lock ring and washer, then install the bolt into the threaded holes in the step bar. And now we'll repeat the process for this last bolt here. Let's get that threaded in real nice. Okay, now let's take a moment and take a step back. Now remember how everything was finger tight? Now we'll tighten down the 6 12mm bolts that secure the brackets. Now to tighten the bars. Tighten the 6 16mm bolts that secure the bars. Now we'll check the step bars for tightness by giving them a few firm tugs on both the brackets and the bar itself. Looks good. Congratulations, you successfully installed Spyder Auto step bars on your FJ Cruiser. Videography, voiceover, and editing by Nitro Nick. For more information, visit spyderauto.com or find us on Facebook. Thanks for watching.